What's up, guys? Jez here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV, the weekly whiskey show where I open up bottles from behind me and tell you guys what I think of them. Pretty simple. If you can't work it out, well, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Now, we are episode 109, I believe. So, last week before, Jacob told me that I need to stick with the proof range for the episode release. Now this week it's a little bit left field because the only thing I could find in the 109 range is the 4-year-old Willet. Now I kind of went left field, so I hope you guys like this one. I grabbed a bottle of Starward Single Barrel from the Vintage Cellars pick. This is barrel number 8193. Let me give you guys a quick breakdown of it. So as I said, Starward Single Barrel, Vintage Cellars, barrel number 8193. It is 109.8 proof, or 54.9% ABV. It spent 4 years and 8 months in the casks. I will elaborate on that just a second. It cost me $165. And it's about $70 US. Now, I said cask. It's American Oak, red wine cask. So normal from the Barossa Valley, but it was then finished in this American Oak hogshead, which is a larger style cask to provide a different tasting experience compared to the other bottle that Vintage Cellars picked. I swear I've only had one drink tonight. I can't get words out. The Vintage Cellars picked, and yeah, this is how it goes, I guess. It's 100% malted barley as well, so it's not your typical 51% corn, but it's an Australian product, and I love to get it behind Australian projects that taste pretty good. So let's kick off into the notes. So Starward and Vintage Cellars were dropping a single barrel pick quietly midway through last year. And I just happened to stumble upon it during a hunt I was doing. A hunt, use that word loosely, where we travelled up the coast, and on the way back through, I swung into a Vintage Cellars, and I'm like, I wonder what these guys have. Went over to the American Whiskey Wall and saw a bottle of Starward and Vintage Cellars. I'm like, I gotta get some of that. Now, this is what I believe is true Australian whiskey, utilising like Australian grains, so our malted barley, or barley then malted in Australia, and then using Barossa Valley casks. It's just feels Australian. Like if you're not drinking wine out of a foil bag, you're not having a good time, really. Yeah, I lost where I was. So in Australia, we actually have some seriously amazing reds from Barossa Valley. So actually utilising those casks, it makes sense. Of the two picks that Vintage Cellars did, this one's going to get technical, barrel number 8193 stated that it used an American Oak Shiraz cask, which they're going to pull that fruitiness out of it because it was a wet cask essentially, which previously held that red wine before it was able to be, I guess, completely drained. I just spat everywhere. Jesus, red hot. Before finishing in an American Oak hogshead, and as I said, it's 204 litres. What is that in gallons? I don't know, 50 odd gallons. Nah, you guys will do the math. But yeah, let's kind of pour this sucker out, and we'll hook in. I normally pour it out first, but yeah, you know, cork pop. I do like the Starward little stoppers, you know, like a little star would. Turn the glass around the right way so you guys will get a little logo flex. Don't spill it. I didn't spill it this week. We're doing okay. We are doing okay. So, probably should have aerated this sucker first, but I digress. So on the nose, it's kind of like a boozy fruit cake kind of vibe. So there's plenty of berries there, like this kind of bready note. Yeah, it's just like fresh red berries, like just boozy berries. Like if kind of like Nana hooked into a bottle of red and she ended up pouring more into the fruitcake than what she did the glask. Jesus. This is not looking good tonight. We're off the rails real quick. Yeah. Just bready fruitcake, boozy berries. A little bit of toffee there as well. There's a little bit of sweetness going on, which, you know, makes me feel at home. Yeah, some toffee notes there too. Okay, for the taste. Hey Pop, what's the viscosity like? It's thick. Inside joke, Pop will get it. Yeah, thick viscosity on that one. It's kind of got this spice note as well that's like at the back of the tongue, a little bit of the sides as well. And it's still just holding that wet, boozy wine cask. Oh, amazing. Now, for the finish. Basically, it's the same thing again, just like it's got a long finish, which is nice, but it's still just that boozy fruitcake, and it's this one kind of note all the way through, which brings me to my Barossa pass. Now, this one to kind of kick it off there. It's got those rich berry notes, which are like super sweet, and it's very familiar to me because I live in a very much bourbon world where we enjoy that stuff all the time. It's good stuff, love it. Secondly, it's an Aussie product that I really enjoy going down to see, taste, and I guess overall enjoy when I'm in Melbourne. Like, it's never a bad time. But bringing it to my third point is it's super basic on the notes there, where it's just got this like boozy fruitcake the whole way through. And I'm sure someone that gets paid a lot of money can make up a couple of notes, make it sound fantastic. But I think it's just boozy fruitcake, which is why I'm marking it down as a buy for this week's Buy Borrow Pass, because who doesn't love boozy fruitcake? I don't actually think you can get them too far across the US, so you know, I might have to smuggle in a bottle or two when I come over. But the yeah, it's a buy for me just because it's good, even though it's very boring. Like, it's just 109.8 proof. It lives close to that 110 mark. Makes me happy. Super boozy, red berries, delicious. It's kind of similar to I'd say Russell's Reserve was a Scotch. That's changing the game. I like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the video, because I love doing them, and I'm probably going to wrap it up there because I am at 9 minutes 20 seconds, 9 minutes, who knows. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. I'm going to finish off the rest of this glass. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy my night. So thank you. Love y'all. Stay thirsty. I'm Jez. Peace.